give us your summation of the performance and the victory, please?
Yeah, start the game well. Jeepers, like you're looking out the window all afternoon thinking, weather's lovely here today. You see the forecast, so you kind of knew it was coming. But start the game well. Had some more chances probably to push on, but couldn't quite nail them. And then Connacht come back into the game. Like it's a very difficult place to come. Like there's the crowd influence. Like they're into everything, aren't they? And Connacht, the players, they feed off that, and like they're flying into everything. So they're making life difficult for us. So with their defensive pressure that they put on us. And so you can see what it means to them. Like they're into everything, and it's. I think it's a great reflection for like provincial rugby in Ireland. I think it's. I know the game is not a classic, but like there's great, I guess, intent and desire to represent and give everything to your team. Like that, and that's the real positive thing from the game. Because like from provincial rugby, like you want the great rivalries, don't you? Because that's what in many ways the professional game is built on. You see it last week with the Munster game here. Obviously we're playing Munster now next week, and we're in the Aviv, and like there's a certain always like the form book does go out the window a little bit, because you've got players that just want to give it everything, and that's why it can be a bit scrappy and air strewn. Obviously conditions make life very difficult with the way the wind is coming across the ground, really. So there's a ton of lineouts on this side of the field, hard to throw into them, so both teams are struggling to launch decent attacks, which is a little bit pity, because both teams I think are good attacking teams, but neither team really got into any real flow. So we're pleased with how our guys dug in over the course of the game. Like we do dig in well defensively, because we have to defend a couple of different sets at different stages, where we're 5 minutes from our try line. So that's the pleasing part. But it's one of those ones you're kind of like, take your 4 points and get back in the bus and off you go again. Because it's a short turnaround of a very physical game last week into a very physical game again there today. So you're sort of, in many ways, you're just trying to manage some of the bodies at the moment. We had a number of guys away, as has been well documented, so they'll come back into the frame. Joe McCarthy was one that sat on the bench, but that wasn't the original plan at the start of the week. So Jason had a bit of a knock, so anyway, that's why we made that call. But it'd be good to have some of those guys come back in now this week, fresh.
Just one more. Did you have any injuries tonight, Jack Mundell?
Jack, you can see just his eyes, so he's just a cut in there. So we'll see how that settles down. James Ryan came off, just sort of twisted his knee there a bit awkwardly. So again, we'll see how that is. And then Josh Van der Flyer, his ankle. Tig, that was the plan. Yeah, we just say get him through 40 minutes rather than get him to go back out again. So
and on James, like, was it encouraging that he looked bad, but then he kind of was able to walk off? Like, so do you kind of be encouraged?
Yeah, again, we'll see. But he seemed okay there. But again, I'm not sure, 100% sure. But yeah, no, it's physical all game. Chambers, you see them. We talked with a lot of our ex-Leinster guys. Josh Murphy there, who's wearing the scars of war/battle. And he's just like, I can't speak highly enough of Josh. Like, he's just a brilliant character, like he's come through academy. He's a doctor, believe it or not. I'm dreading the day I turn up at some stage later in life and he's there at the operating theatre for needing surgery. But just I can't speak high enough of him. Like, just a brilliant character. And it was great to see him go well, down here. Really, I'm so fond of him. And the same as the other lads that have made the trip this year as well. So, which is great to see them going well. But yeah, provincial rugby alive and well, even though it's not a classic in terms of a game free flowing. But it's going to be impossible the way it was out there.